So thanks everyone, really excellent presentations. And if I could invite Christina Cameron to give us some closing remarks. I appreciate everyone's participation.
Thank you, Patricia. And I wanted to thank all the speakers. They were very interesting presentations, and it was a whirlwind around the world. Congratulations for being able to cover from New Zealand to Mallorca to Algeria to Norway, China, and the US, of course. It was really a very broad cross section. And I think it really, the subject you chose is very good, because it really does demonstrate the cross-cutting nature of the climate emergency, not only to the places like the landscapes and heritage, but also to the people. And so it really does affect us all. And the issues are very complex, and we saw some good examples like the forest fires and the water shortages and so on, and the flooding, and a lot of good examples of what is actually happening. And also, I thought that Kuran's example of the rice terraces was very good in showing the interconnection. It's a very clear example of the interconnection from the top of the mountain to the bottom, and actually then involved also intangible heritage in terms of the festival. So I really appreciated that. I guess I take away from it the approaches or tools in two parts. One is the philosophical part, and I thought that Diane's important reference to the traditional knowledge of Indigenous peoples, and how that can returning to a holistic understanding of the land and of ecosystems. I think this is very important, and in fact it was reiterated by Tomeo with Mallorca. It was really returning to traditional methods, and those traditional methods seem to be better in terms of energy consumption and also from social point of view. So it's a kind of virtuous circle. And also the other philosophical approach that came out in several of them was about the synergies among civil society, communities, government, the private sector, that climate emergency is going to force that dialogue among the different peoples. And of course, I appreciated learning about some of the specific tools. I thought for going from Cecily's VMAST to helicopter monitoring was quite a leap. And but also the community platforms concept is important. Community replanting, often your solutions that you were putting forward were related to civil society and communities and the important role that communities have. And it's not just government that can do things, it's really about communities. And of course, landscape design also in terms of understanding and building for resilience. So I thought you had a very good cross section of presentations that sent those messages about how the tools, not just for restoring ecosystems, but also for increasing social benefit. So I really think it was a great session. And my final word would be, it's really the complexity of the issue is quite astounding, and the interconnection and the key role that I see for community and civil society. So that's it, Patricia, in like 2 minutes. Sorry, I couldn't do more, but back to you.
Perfect. We're exactly on 9 o'clock, and I want to thank everyone for participating, and appreciate very much the attendance and the good questions. Thanks to Stuart and a few others for those. All good. Have a great Monuments and Sites Day.
Bye-bye.